In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can be more helpful to people while maintaining your own productivity and also detecting those people that are trying to exploit you. We'll find out if you're a giver, a taker, or a matcher. This is Productivity Ace. Let's get it done. I'm fascinated by how people manage, or don't, to strike that balance between helping others and helping themselves. There's absolutely no doubt that helping people has benefited me a lot in my career. Numerous contacts, numerous friendships, professional relationships, as well as involvement in surprise initiatives that would never have happened otherwise, have all come about from helping and being a helpful type of person. None of those would ever have come about if I'd not helped or assisted somebody with something that mattered to them. But sometimes I get the sense that maybe not everybody is operating on the same page. Maybe some people aren't as interested in returning favours or are actually out to get you, actually out to see what they can extract from you at the expense of other people. Adam Grant is an organisational psychologist and professor at Wharton. He's got a really interesting take on this. Grant divides people into three categories. The first category is takers. Takers are focused on themselves. They're interested only in what they can get out of a situation, and they try and get as much ground for as little reciprocal help as possible. Second category is matchers. Now, matchers like it equal. They'll help you if you help them. They'll take from you if you take from them. They'll tend to match the behaviour towards you that they see from you. And the third category is givers. Now, givers are the opposite to takers. They're focused on other people. They love to help other people and they don't expect anything in return. They want to add value to others. They don't expect the favour to be returned. The act of helping is more than enough for a giver. Now, as you might expect, most people tend to be matchers. They respond to fairness and they expect people to be fair back to them. So which one should you be? That is, if you can even inherently choose your natural behaviour. Well, Grant's studies have shown that takers, matchers and givers inhabit very distinct zones of the workplace success scale. Takers and matchers are bang in the middle. So givers must be right at the top, right? After all, givers help build great networks, help build great relationships. They add value to the mission of their organisation. Well, that's correct. Givers are indeed right at the top of the success scale. You find givers at the top of the achievement ladder at all companies. But bizarrely, they're right at the bottom as well. How can that be? How can being super helpful be detrimental to your career? How can being a helpful person and a giver mean that you perform badly? Well, it turns out there are actually two distinct types of giver. There's the selfless giver and the otherish giver. And this is a very important distinction. Selfless givers are all about the giving. They help others regardless of their own situation or their own workload. They rarely say no, and what happens? Well, they end up helping others to the detriment of their own work. Suddenly, they've been too busy helping other people to meet their own deadlines, and they're late on them. Selfless givers are also prime prey for takers who can spot a selfless giver a mile away and know how to exploit that generosity. On the other hand, otherish givers, well, they help loads as well, but crucially, there's a key difference here. Otherish givers set boundaries so that they will say no to helping if, say, that they've got their own deadlines pressing or if they're busy on crucial projects. They understand their own workload a lot more, their own deliverables and what they've got on their plate. And they can also easily spot a taker, so they are much less likely to get exploited. I've seen both throughout my career, and I've managed to make my own transition from selfless giver to otherish giver. And that's helped me progress in my career without compromising my willingness to help people. Adam Grant suggests a number of ways to actually be a successful otherish giver. First one is to use 5-minute favours. Lots of quick gestures of help is a really great way of strengthening relationships, and it doesn't cost yourself too much time. Build in 5-minute favours into your week or into your day. The second one is to ask for help. Asking for advice gives a recipient a warm feeling, and it's a really great relationship builder. You can make people feel really wanted. And the third is to give everything at once. Adam Grant suggests devoting a block of time to bunching up your giving acts. He calls it chunking your giving. And there is psychological evidence that this provides the most mental benefit, giving all in one block. Another tip is specialise. Pick an area of expertise rather than trying to be the jack of all trades, and make sure that you help really well in that area. And learn to spot the takers. Spot those on the take and apply more of a matching attitude to them. That way you can still help, but make sure you get something in return. It's really worth checking Grant's TED Talk as well as his excellent book, Give and Take. He also does a fantastic podcast as well, so check that out. So here's what I need you to do now. Look around your own workplace and recognize the givers, matchers, and takers. What do you think you are? Are you a giver, matcher, a taker? If you're a giver, you're an otherish giver or a selfless giver? Let me know in the comments. I'm really interested to find out what you think you are. Understanding the difference between givers, matchers, and takers has really helped me in my career. It's helped me as a leader, it's helped me as a manager, and it's also helped me as a productive employee as well. You're much less likely to be taken advantage of, and you can make sure that you can be helpful, beneficial to other people, build great relationships while still delivering on your own mandate. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you next time.